Welcome to How to Retire on Time, a show that answers your questions about all things retirement, including income, taxes, Social Security, healthcare, and more. This show is an extension of the book, How to Retire on Time, which you can grab today on Amazon or by going to www.howtoretireontime.com. My name is Mike Decker. I'm the author of the book, How to Retire on Time, but I'm also a licensed financial advisor, insurance agent, and tax professional, which means when it comes to financial topics, we can pretty much discuss it all. Now, that said, please remember this is just a show. Everything you hear should be considered informational, as in not specific financial advice. If you want personalized financial advice, then request Your Wealth Analysis today from my team by going to www.yourwealthanalysis.com. With me in the studio today is my colleague, Mr. David Franson. David, thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you for having me.
David's going to be reading your questions, and I'm going to do my best to answer them. You can submit your questions at any time by texting them to 913-363-1234, or you can email them to heymike@howtoretireontime.com. Let's begin.
Hey, Mike, what do you think the market will do in 2025?
Well, I can tell you exactly what's going to happen.
Ooh, everybody listen in.
I'm going to put money on this. If I were a betting man, I'd put money on this. In 2025, without a shadow of a doubt, it's going to go up or it's going to go down.
I think you're right on that.
Yeah, with a small chance that it goes zero. But that's a small chance.
Yeah.
No one knows. And I love the speculation. You know, it's funny when I talk with other financial advisors at these conferences, I say, how do you do your investment planning? And they say, well, we pay economists a lot of money to give us projections, and then we invest based on those projections. And I immediately think to, it was a year or two ago, where 100% of economists projected a recession that never happened.
Yeah.
It's just guessing. So if we were to take a case study, it would be what happened in Trump's first term. The first year was smoothing up. It was quite nice. The second year, it went down. The market lost money. In the third year, there was a lot of whipsaw, which means it's when the market turns on a dime. So maybe you going up, then it sharply went down, then it sharply went up. And that's very difficult if you're doing more sophisticated models like absolute return or trend following or momentum that can give you false signals. And then in 2020, it crashed.
Yeah.
That wasn't fun.
No.
It recovered, thank goodness, that year, but a lot of people their emotions got the best of them and it crashed. So in Trump's first term, we kind of saw 1 year of everything. Anything's on the table here. No one knows. It could be growth, could be a lot of whipsaw. The tariffs really could make for a wild ride. We don't know. If you're pro-Trump or anti-Trump, doesn't matter. The market is what the market is. 100% of businesses are going to try and make money. They know the terms, they know what to expect, and they're going to do their best within that situation. But this just goes back to my original philosophy. You plan for up markets or down markets. So if the markets go up and you're retired, great. It's probably going to be pretty easy to draw income. But if the markets go down, where do you draw income without accentuating your losses? Is your portfolio diversified in one strategy, like buy and hold, which is the most common that I see? Or do you have diversified strategies? So you've got some absolute return in your portfolio. You've got some trend following in your portfolio. You've got some fundamental analysis in your portfolio, and you've got some passive in your portfolio. That's a great way to approach the unknown, because there are certain things you can't control, like the market, but you can control your approach. And it goes back every single time to, do you have a complete plan? Everyone's got a plan, but do you have a complete plan that's prepared for the nuanced future? Have you explored your efficiencies, the strategies that help you get more out of your hard-earned money in multiple situations? And then do you have a diversified portfolio, diversified by strategies, diversified by objectives, diversified by timelines, and so on, that supports those strategies and overall supports the plan? Because if the answer is yes, you really wouldn't care. This is more of a party conversation for the nerds like me that like to speculate about the economy. But you don't go off of speculation. You got to have plans for both.
Right.
At least for me, I'm not in the let's make you the richest person in the graveyard situation. I'm in the position of, how do you live your best life and how do we hedge against the risks?
It's kind of like in the winter when I'm getting ready to go somewhere with my kids and they don't want to wear a coat to the car. They say, well, why do I need a coat? I'm just going to the car, and then when we get to our destination, we're going to go into the building or whatever. But then I say to them, well, what if I don't know, something happens and the car gets stuck or stranded, and then we're out in the cold, right?
Yeah.
We want to keep warm.
Or what if it just got a flat tire?
Flat tire. What
Right.
if I'm out in the dark? Do I have a flashlight in the car so I can see to change the tire?
We're in Kansas
Yeah.
City.
Right.
It can just all of a sudden rain out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You want to be prepared.
Be ready for anything.
You know,
'Cause we
it's
just don't know.
Maybe that's the Boy Scout in me. Be prepared, right?
It's a good motto.
And if you want to be more prepared for whatever might happen, because no one knows the future, and that's the truth. Anyone that says otherwise is selling you something. If you want to be prepared for the future, whether the markets do go up, do go down, whether it's a rough few years or a wonderful few years, if you want to be more prepared for that, then request your wealth analysis today. Call 913-363-1234. Again, that number, 913-363-1234. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to get a friendly voice on the phone. They're just going to gather some basic information from you, send the information to David and myself. We'll reach out. We'll schedule a 30-minute call where we can explore your lifestyle and legacy potential. And then from there, we'll schedule the time to do a 60-minute analysis review that's highlighting the risks you may not know exist, that's highlighting your lifestyle and legacy potential, that's exploring strategies that you may not know even existed that you could implement to get more out of your hard-earned money and overall lower your risk so you can focus on time, your most precious asset, and how you could potentially be spending more of it however you want. That number, 913-363-1234, doesn't cost you a dime, but could really change your life as you look towards the future and how you could retire on time and even stay retired. That's 913-363-1234. That's all the time we've got for the show today. If you enjoyed the show, consider subscribing to it wherever you get your podcast. Just search for How to Retire on Time. Discover if your portfolio is built to weather flat market cycles or if you're missing tax minimization opportunities that you may not even know exist. Explore strategies that may be able to help you lower your overall risk while potentially increasing your overall growth and lifestyle flexibility. This is not your ordinary financial analysis. Learn more about Your Wealth Analysis and what it could do for you regardless of your age, asset, or target retirement date. Go to www.yourwealthanalysis.com today to learn more and get started.